What is up, everyone? It's your boy, a talking marshmallow. And today, we're going to have a little talk about FEH Channel. We're going to have a little review and analysis, especially about Choose Your Legends. Oh, the fallout of this one is amazing. People are getting so upset over this. But you know what? It's actually not so bad. In any case, let's go to the FEH Channel and we'll start our discussion there. Skip all this crap.
Thanks,
Yada, 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 yada. Okay, so here we are at the FEH Channel. Choose Your Legends part. Now, I guess you guys can probably notice from here that the Gatekeeper has an abnormal amount of vote. Everyone else have like normal votes, and then all of a sudden, this asshole shows up with 72,000. So yeah, I'm not saying that there might be some kind of foul play or anything like that, but man, this letting Gatekeeper in was I think it was intentional, honestly. I don't even think it was a mistake because they didn't do it last year, and last year became the most boring Choose Your Legends in the history of Choose Your Legends. Everybody knew that the three houses people are going to win. The skins that they get are not that special. They all look kind of the same. Admittedly, a talking marshmallow, looks the same as well. But this time, this year, this will prove to be interesting. I'm not even sure what the hell they're gonna dress the Gatekeeper in. Like, what is he gonna wear? Oh, I know perfectly. He's gonna wear the dong outfit. That's right. He's gonna have a giant dong, just like because everybody knows that the Gatekeeper is actually Now, Marianne would be kind of interesting. What would she wear? I suppose. Oh, you know what? She's gonna dress up like a beast. There, she's just gonna like wear some kind of beast outfit, like she's going to Halloween. Perfect. And these two losers, look at them with their poorly drawn 2D Rs. You can see the anguish, the hatred in their faces. They look so upset. I mean, poor Marth. He when he wins, he still loses. He's been fighting for 4 years now, and finally he wins, only to get this. In any other cases, he would have certainly had been first place. But this year, because of Gatekeeper, he was destroyed. And his face reflects this disappointment, this anger that he must feel for getting robbed. Eureka as well. Out of nowhere, oh hey, Marianne's gonna push your ass away. I find that also very amusing. Bloot gang. Like Eureka only lost by a little bit, but I think the interim results is horrifying. The interim results makes people agitated. They make their votes change. If it wasn't for the interim results, maybe Gatekeeper would have been second, or maybe he wouldn't. But most certainly, I think that Eureka probably might have stood a better chance. But when people start seeing weird things happening, they act weirdly, and now this is the result of what happened. You know, Personally, if you ask me, oh sure, yeah, Crom got destroyed. Crom got sent to the Shadow Realm, but that's not a problem. I think that this is actually a good thing because now Crom would actually have a much better chance than his stupid ancestor with 46, 69, 9 votes. He'll have a much better chance for first place unless something truly unnatural to happen, which I highly doubt. Like Fafnir, yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe Beelit may do it, but I think Cromwell probably is a shoe. No, let's not say shit like that. We all thought that Marth might have been, but then this happened. You never know when there's another Gatekeeper or a Brigand Lord or Brigand Lord, right? That's his name. Or maybe they'll even put like some stupid shit like I don't know, like Rally Man or some stupid crap like that in the game. And when people see memes, they will act accordingly. So we should be vigilant. If you truly care about those characters that you're voting for, you should just stick with them. Just stick with them and do your best. Of course, I say this, but I did my best with Bernadetta. Didn't Didn't pan out the way I had wanted to, but it's okay because now I've got next year's to worry about. Maybe then we'll finally have a brave Bernadetta, which is a complete atrocity of a name. Bernadetta. Brave? But anyway, you know what? Maybe being second place isn't so bad. To be honest with you, I think that it might be just fine because among all the winners of Choose Your Legends, the funny thing is, last year, right? The funny thing is, the only one that I'm using right now is a talking marshmallow, the one that gives a follow up with their tea, Dark Spike's tea. Yeah, with me, talking marshmallow, super talking marshmallow, wearing a nice fluffy outfit with my Dark Spike's tea and Christmas Bernadetta, I am now guaranteed to have a follow up attack that has desperation attached to it. That's deadly. That makes her way better than me, normal marshmallow. Super marshmallow is stronger now. Maybe I should have a super marshmallow face made as well. But you know what? I like this better. I like being looking like this. This is a much better looking face. Don't I look great? Oops. Don't I look great? I mean, look at me. Yeah, yeah. I look great, right? Yeah, I look absolutely great. Yeah. Let me show you my secret technique. Yeah. Oh, anyway, let's get back to the show.
Use your legend anniversary.
Yada, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, we get this. I highly recommend you to, okay, you know what? Do whatever the fuck you want with it. Like, Ether Raids is kind of stupid anyway. But if you do Ether Raids, I think having, Bridal Fjorm might not be a bad thing. I think it might be a good thing. Yeah, because now people will have to worry less about the wonders that is the evil Sarah. But then again, Sarah now, I think now that Bridal Fjorm is distributed more openly, thanks to this wonderful thing, I'm gonna have to start making sure that my team is isolation immune. But for those, most people won't make their teams immune. So having a Bridal Fjorm is a really good thing. It's like having a good lawyer. Not having a good lawyer means you're gonna be in trouble when you get in trouble. But if you stay indoors like Bernadetta, you should be okay. You should do that more often. It's a safer and more funner alternative. You can play games all day as well. Who cares about work? You know, going to school. You don't need to do that. That's boring. Just stay home all day.
As a special unit, the next up.
Although I think that it might not be bad to save it though. I think there's probably going to be even better units down the line. Now that they did Bridal Fjorm and the other things that they're going to showcase, like all the 5 stars that are now in the 4-star list. And you know what? We'll get there when we get there. But I have a feeling that they're going to start putting better units now. Instead of stupid shit like, oh yeah, I'm a boy and May and shit like that. So those guys really need a resplendent skin as well. You know what? We need a whole faster schedule for resplendent. I think that this is something that might come a year or two later, or maybe I don't know. Let's not make predictions because a lot of things that they do here are unpredictable these days. In any case, these tickets that you're gonna get, oh yeah, you get to do this Hero Fest. Isn't this Hero Fest great? You get this asshole, and you get this asshole showing up again. If you have abused, or no, totally didn't abuse the previous Hero Fest, you know that these guys have appeared, and you probably also got a lot of these guys because of the problems with their summoning banner. So chances are you probably don't need them. But having time pulse isn't a bad thing if you still need extra for some reason. And these guys, I mean, Heavy Blade 4 is a fun little toy. That's always nice. Shamir is actually a really good archer. I mean, she may be boring, but she's actually great. And then we have Xian Hitler. Hitler himself has Deadeye. I've been using Deadeye with to devastating effect. The tanks that I normally use cannot stand against him. I have to use a more specialized one. Of course, I have never seen anyone who used the same technique that I do. I don't know why. I've never seen anyone use with Deadeye. Maybe because it's much harder to use because he's a legendary. I usually see Xian Hitler with it, but him using it, he doesn't have the extra defense reduction, which is key to striking down the tanks that I use. The tanks that I use are very devastating. But now, if you summon on this Hero Fest, you get to sacrifice him and put him to places that he richly deserves. Inside of Alm. Now that he's inside of Alm, he'll be okay again. He get to use his Deadeye and everything. That doesn't sound right. No, that doesn't sound right at all. You know what I mean. Anyway, sacrifice him. Yeah, he's great. Or just use him. I don't know. I mean, he's actually a good unit. I mean, he's basically upgraded Takumi. He's what Takumi should have been. But because Takumi got released like a million years too early, he's now shit. His refine, released a million years too early, is now shit. He needs a refine. And he also needs a resplendent skin. I don't think that resplendent skin was enough to make him strong. He needs more power. He can do that. Maybe he may one day be a strong and worthy hero to stand alongside of Xian Hitler, who doesn't even need any of that crap because he's a Gen 4 or 5 hero. I think I'm a little long-winded with certain topics. I hope that you guys are patient with me on the matter because I tend to get a little talkative when it comes to topics that interest me. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. You let me know. If it's like, oh yeah, this asshole never shut up, this talking marshmallow, well, let me know. Maybe I won't talk about it as much. But if you're crazy like me and like listening to me rant on and on about Xian Hitler and how he needs to get inside of Alm, well, there you have it. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. This Hero Fest could be interesting, but probably not as interesting as the one we had before. Oh, yeah, we get to fight George and friends again. Yeah, that's great. Who gives a shit? I guess if you want these heroes, like, for example, I want to fight this guy again. I want to fight Mr. Nemesis, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I want to fight him again. I want to talk about being homeless with him. I'm probably going to plus... No, I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. Right now, Grails are a bit of a premium, and as you can see with these Grand Hero parties, you can't exactly tell rather if you should +9 or +8 a character because you don't know when they're gonna come back. It's like I have my Asnard at +9 for a long time because I'm not sure when he's gonna come back. He got a Grand Hero party previously as well, if I believe correctly. So I think he still has to do it regularly. So he's need to do that in order to get +10. So I'm kind of having him sit at +9, I'm not even sure what to do with him. And this is probably the same thing with Nemesis. He's still have to go through his normal re-rotation. So it's going to be kind of troublesome with regards to using Grails. I really want to +10 him. I mean, it would be great, but then again, they could release some even stronger Grand Hero battles, and then I'm kind of boned. I mean, I like Homeless Nemesis, but I like Nemesis when he's not dead after getting his ass kicked by Ceros. I like that one more. This one is a little weak. I think he needs some help. Maybe he needs a refine too. All right. Anyway, so yeah, the other guys are great. Eremia should have gotten a pref staff. I'm just saying. Now let's see what else is there to talk about. Oh yeah, you get a special hero charges.
February 1st, 2021. You can summon one into your barracks for free.
Okay, so here we are. To determine which color is best for you in the special hero summon, you have to think about it for a second. You have to consider what is there that you can gain and what is there that you can lose. So why don't we do a little comparison right now. Let's see, okay? I don't want to sound rude or anything, but there are heroes that are shit compared to the others. So this is how we're going to do this, alright? Shit, good. Good. Shit, I guess he's okay. We'll put him in the okay category. He's not shit. 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 Okay, he's good. Shit. Good. Good. And shit. Okay, the Fox is okay territory, but most of them are really kind of just... They could... Let's just say they could do better. So in this case, the highest quality ones, we have 1, 2, 3, mostly dual heroes really, 4 and 5. Yeah, the dual heroes here are the good ones. And we have some okay ones. So 5, 2, maybe 3 okays. But for the most part, it's like 5 and 2. And then there's 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's a pretty even spread. 5 good ones, 6 shitty ones, 2 okay ones. I know, don't blame me. It's just based on if they have anything special. It's not has nothing to do with the characters. It's just if they have anything special enough that actually makes me want to pull for them. I mean, I could also make a case for Obaro, President Obaro being good because of her weapon. If her weapon is to be said about that, okay, fine. We could put her in the okay territory. But in the end, really though, 5 dual heroes is what we're after here. What about blue? Let's see. Okay, all right. Big Daddy here is all right. So Rudolph has his fun spear. He reduced damage, but I think he's a little early on the previous year, so he's not that great. Not that great. Three-headed ogre thing. Okay, that I actually think that this is actually pretty good. Hmm. 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 Okay, that's all right. But then we have New Year's one. I think this one's better. Hmm. Okay, this is good. So if we're gonna say good, let's say 1, 2, 3, and a lot of okay units, but there are 3 that I think is spectacular, or at least good. So blue is kind of And let me tell you that this little wolf thing that my head is blocking is very good. It is very good. This is very, very good. You support the right units, you basically have breath for fucking dragons. I Let me let you in on a secret. There's a reason why I've been considering Nagi so heavily these last couple for Dragon Ball. It's entirely because of this character. If the wolf does not exist, if Valoria, New York Valoria wasn't a thing, I would not have even considered it. But because of New York Valoria, I have the opinion that I'm gonna go and give her support and breath along with it, and we will emulate a special fighter by using rally and a ruse. That's basically how I'm doing things. Now you understand why I made that poll and talk about Dragon Ball. This Dragon Ball is very good. You might have the opinion that, oh yeah, it just got released, so it must be good. True, it is kind of like that. But if you choose the right targets, then the true power will be revealed. In any case, this is okay. Blue is okay. Red has 5. This is like 3, arguably. Let's see what green has. Okay, Almond Celica is good. Eh, eh, eh. Like Ku Klux Klan Merrick. What does he have again? Yeah. I don't remember him being all that great. Okay, Veronica. Poyar. Lolly Latches. Oh, God, Grima's good. Christmas Bernadette is good. And then the dual fairy is good. You know what? I'm just gonna go and do this. Now you can't see my face, and you can actually see what I'm pointing at. Pretty good stuff, right? This Levitate is actually pretty decent, though compared to Altina. Yeah, Altina I think is much better. So let's say these are good, very spectacular, but no, I wouldn't call them spectacular. They're good units, though I wouldn't call them spectacular. I think that's what I should have said. Here's 1, 2. This one's actually really good. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 with a couple dubious ones, but it's not so bad. But Dual Fairies is good though. I highly recommend Dual Fairies. Very, very good stuff. I probably should have summoned another one on the New Year's banner, but that's okay. I'll just wait till they show up in the Mythic banner or some shit, and there's or something down the line. Play around with that. I mean, having one really isn't enough, but having more might not be bad, because there are some techniques you can do with having more of those. Christmas Bernadetta, though. That's how you get a lot of evil techniques. Anyway, for the most part, we'll call it 6, maybe 4. It's not bad. Green is not bad at all. And for colorless, we have the Evil Fae. I think the Evil Fae is a character that you want a +10, but for the most part, she's good. This is good. Very good. This is also good. Okay, that's pretty decent. Okay, that's also very good. But not good enough, because he's a 4-star, so we'll leave him at that. Because I'm sure most of you have already gotten like a copy or so. If you didn't, well, maybe now's a good chance. This is also pretty decent. Yeah, this is very good. Yeah. I think colorless probably has a much better selection. The way I see it, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's a lot of units that I would take anyway. 5, 6, 7. And the only shitty ones are here, here, and I don't even think he's bad either. So colorless is pretty decent. Only like you would only like lose 2 out of like 9 times. So colorless, I think, is probably the color I would choose. But I also want to get dual Sigurds, so I'll think about perhaps maybe doing the bad things. We'll see. We'll see. But I think colorless is probably a strong color here to choose if you don't want to lose. If you want to win hard, I think red is probably the best color. Because getting this one, my god, getting this one is the winner here. If you can get this, you're in good shape. This is like the most brain dead character. Altina and Sanaki is so brain dead, but they're so strong. However, Lin and Florina is very, very strong. Too strong. Not my style of play, but they're strong if you were to use dual skills. And you know, honestly, Aether Rates is such a stupid thing. There are people who think that they're skilled because they can use this. Oh, yeah, okay, I get to move over and over again, and then I have dancers move like 10,000 times in a row. Oh, I'm so skilled. To be honest with you, it's the same shit as my tanking. It's nothing all that special. You're not really that smart. You're basically doing the same shit that I'm doing. Sitting on your asses and dueling all over the place. Great. That's not all that exciting. Okay, let's see. Hero Rises. Yeah, okay. I don't know who you guys are gonna vote for, but let's see. I think chances are, if I were to make a prediction, we might end up seeing the likes of Christmas Altinas for sure. I honestly think that Christmas Altina is gonna be one of them. Dual Sigurd might be another one. Might be. I think this also has a good chance as well. And then we have Saros, who might have a decent chance as well. So don't take my word for it. It's just a guess. That's what I would vote for. I think, if people have been paying attention to Aether Race, that's what they would probably end up picking. Those are some strong units for doing the bad things. But if you're not interested in doing the bad things, I'm sure that there's going to be some exceptions here and there, and people will choose something else. But that's what I think the 4 likely ones are going to be for pick. But I don't want to be like, that's going to be a sure thing. Anyway, let's talk about these fun-looking guys.
I must protect my...
It's Gustav! He put his son, Alf, on.
Did you see that shit? You saw that shit, right? That shit that he just did?
He put his son, Alf, on.
Anna. Oops, I'm in the way! That's a new cover mechanic that they have for these guys. So Gustav and Henriette... Let me show you Henriette. Look at me, I'm gonna attack Sharina. Oh, sorry. Ooh, my fat ass is in the way. So Henriette places her fat ass in the way to protect Sharina. Isn't that cute? Because otherwise, this banner, you know what? that's the only mention of Sharina that's ever going to be, because who cares about Sharina when you have Alphonse with these little twigs for legs? He doesn't have anything special, by the way. He has a inheritable weapon, and Veronica as well. She's cute and all that. Has a inheritable weapon. I think those are our 4 stars. Probably Alphonse will be our 4-star for sure.
Around.
Pack blooms. I don't remember what Alphonse's thing is, but I don't want to scroll back because, you know, Alphonse is whatever. Really, the main are the Henriette and Gustav combo, and of course these 2 assholes. Yeah, let's ship Alphonse.
Can you believe
Alphonse and Veronica again. You know, we know for sure that that is a thing now. So there you have it. They dress in pretty nice outfits for being dead and everything. Let's see. What are their techniques?
They're here.
The hell was that? Did I just see like 40 damage that spread across?
They were once powerful foes who opposed the Order of Heroes back in Book 3. But now...
Debuff. 40 damage. What in the fuck? Alright, dude. That's just fucked up. I mean, we have our Halloween Hector, who does 20. And then there's this asshole just randomly shows up and debuffs and do like 50 across the board. So it's not like how it is 40 across the board, but it's not like how it is with let's see.
There were once powerful foes who opposed the Order of Heroes back in Book 3, but now they're
we don't even see how much they debuff, but it's probably something sizable, and it seems that it's probably within this circle here. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm fucking way again. Haha, let's do this over again. I mean, like, fucking, like, cover the whole thing because I freaking forgot that my face is in the way. So there you go. My fat ass gets in the way. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And then there's this thing here. So, let's see. It seems like it's, yeah, it's probably a two tile radius of... No, wait a minute. He wasn't there before. Maybe it's a 3 tile radius?
Powerful foes who opposed the Order of Heroes back in Book 3, but...
Yeah. It might be even like a 3 tile radius. That's exactly what it is. It's 3 tile radius. 3 tile radius of debuff and 40 damage. That's disgusting, man. That's not even right. That's horrendous. But maybe that's probably better than Hector being able to shoot it across the map. He actually has to get kind of in the thick of it, but I have a reason to believe that Lif is not a bad unit. So he probably won't have to worry about that. I don't know what the C skill is. The C skill looks kind of amusing. In any case, we will have to look forward to seeing how this hero performs. But in general, they look very powerful. And then the Henriette and Gustav covering techniques could be very handy. I have a feeling that that mechanic might be a thing that Gatekeeper might have. If not that, Gatekeeper will probably have obstruct like 5 or 6 or something and covers like a 3 tile radius that you cannot enter or pass. That could be interesting. In any case, then we have that Tempest Trials that gives us more tickets to probably summon them. Yeah, with them hero merit to 7,000. Oh, hey, look now, you get to have a little look. You can get to look like a summoner. Oh, no, I'm gonna choose my look. I'm gonna look like an asshole, just like these guys. I'm gonna look just like these assholes here. Wait a minute. You know, the more I look at this, I feel like these are the only like looks that we're gonna get. I hope not. I hope that they give us more customization looks, but it seems like for the most part these might be the ones we have. I hope that it would be like one of those character customization things. Yeah, as I just saw here. I just saw it for a second. Yep. Those 7 looks are the ones that you're gonna get. Motherfucker! Seriously, goddammit, these 7 looks are all you're gonna get. Oh yeah, choose my summoner. What if I don't look like this piece of shit? What if I don't look like this piece of shit? Or this one, or that one, or this one, or that one? What if I don't even want to put a hood on my fucking face? These are the 7 choices out of you get. These are the ones only looks you're gonna get. God damn it! I was kind of hoping that it would be like the GBA thing where you get or GBA. That's a little too early. The DS thing where you go in DS games where you get to pick your looks. You get to choose from a selection of hairs, from a selection of faces, etc., etc. But nah, let's not do any of that. Fuck that nonsense. Here's a 7 selections, and then be done with it. Piss off. And that's what happened. Anyway, I think that they're only for Mjolnir's strike.
Worn by summoners. Receive hero feather. Next up is Faye? Oh, what are you doing here? Is something wrong?
What are you doing here?
Faye!
Something wrong?
Whoa! Look! In the My Summoner menu, you'll be able to set your name. So be sure to check this summoner out. Are they using Braid-a-Blick to fight? I'm so impressed.
That's a fucking Pikachu's ultimate smash. I don't remember what it's called again. So apparently you can copy skills. That's kind of cute. Let's copy from Marshmallow. There we go. Copy from Marshmallow. Become colorless tome infantry unit and blast people to death with my little Braid-a-Blick. But I think that's only for Mjolnir's strike. That's kind of. But wait a minute. Am I seeing shit, or did the map get like so much bigger than before? What the fuck? You know, it's much easier when it was smaller. Now that it's like this size, that kind of worries me a little. Yeah, sure, you get to have your summoner walk around, but man, now there's a much greater need to cover an area, and this could be a problem. There's a high number of leaks. There's a high number of getting smacked in the back of your head and dying. And back then, you had one unit up there. You could use it to cover a decent amount of lane. But now that there's 9 fucking columns you have to look out for. Oh, no, wait, not 9. 8. My bad. 8. Fucking shit. 8. My eyes are giving out. I think I need to go get some sleep. But yeah, 8 columns. 8 columns you have to worry about. That's kind of troublesome. But they also have to travel a little further down in order to reach. So armor units on the enemy team might have some problems, but they could also raise the turn limit from 7 to like 10 or some shit like that. Oh man, why do they gotta make things like defense relay again? I really hate doing Mjolnir's strike, to be honest with you. For one thing, I sometimes forget that there's a day of shield. They should have made shield like 2 or 3 or something days, and warned you a little more often. It's like sometimes you might end up being like, oh yeah, I can't play it right now. I'll just have it remind me later. You know what they do? They don't remind you later. They don't fucking remind you. So you end up missing it, and then all the rewards you have die. So there's that problem. But maybe being able to use yourself could be okay. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna like this Mjolnir strike, but we'll see. All right, let's go and talk about what else. Legendary remakes, yeah. Now we're gonna put our old shitty legendary heroes in a shitty banner that you can have like 6%, if I recall correctly, to summon. I don't know if that's a 6% shared with everybody or 6% focus with some other shitty rates, but let's see. We have Radiant Aether 2. Radiant Aether 2, in my opinion, is not that great. It's okay. I mean, I think that it would stand to have better effects than just merely Aether, but it is a quick-acting Aether, and if they were to improve his weapons and improve his stats, Legendary Ike may yet be a much better unit. So I think this is a prelude to some adjustments to legendary heroes, which I hope is the case. Or this could just be a thing where they're just like, you know what, here you go, have some of this, have some of that. Okay, well, now they're in this shitty legendary remix matter. Nobody cares now. Bye bye, sort of thing. Joint drive res is kind of, so I suppose it's okay. It's workable for our boy Ike, but he needs a lot more than just a four res and an Aether that has a special cooldown reduction of 2 on turn 1. He deserves so much more. He's fucking Ike. But you know what? Don't worry. All his other forms are good. Well, except for his standard one. So don't worry. Be happy. Just spend money for those, and you'll be okay. Get a bike. He's free. You'll be okay. But this one, it leaves me with a very bitter taste. Maybe slightly bittersweet now that A Radiant Aether 2 is there, and I have some hope that we may yet get a new weapon for him. I seriously think that this is a prelude to them getting improvements to weapon refinery and perhaps even to their stats through Resplendent, but I wouldn't hold my breath on it. It'll probably be a little bit of time. I hope that would be the case. And then there's Fjorm. Now, Fjorm is a much better investment. Think about it like this. If you're a bad guy and you decide that, oh, I want to summon for Claire Bear. I want to get a 3-star, 4-star character, plus 10. Oops! Looks like I fucked up. Looks like I decided that I'm going to go ahead and plus 10 Fjorm. I'm going to go ahead and plus 10 Harden, and I don't even remember who the other guy was. All of a sudden, you have a million Fjorms, and you might have a few extras. And when that happens, let me tell you, Attack Dev Unity is so much better than shitty Joint Drive Res. Ooh, Joint Drive Res. Oh, man. Oh, God, dude, that's so good. Yeah, fuck that. Attack Dev Unity is great, and that's kind of what fucking Legendary Ike should have had. He should have had Attack Res Unity. Joint Res? Are you fucking kidding me? That's shit. Fjorm got a much better deal out of this. Now, Ice Mirror as well, besides, lowering cooldowns. Lowering cooldowns on an infantry unit. Ooh, big fucking deal. Ice Mirror, too, is much better in comparison. Yeah, sure, I mean, yeah, it doesn't reduce by damage that you take, so it lowers its quote-unquote potential a little, but it's actually not a bad thing. This is a good thing, because they would have to literally shatter your Ice Mirror and put you on the verge of death for you to do ridiculous chunks of damage, or you can do a very good chunk of damage, just having your res being calculated by 40% after reducing damage. That's not so very bad, especially since Fjorm is like the first character to get the whole shield thing, and also the shield pulse will be very handy. So Fjorm is much better at using her fucking infinite mirror now with this. But man, does it give me a bad taste. That goddamn Legendary Ike does not get Attack Res Unity. What the hell, man? Now I have to sacrifice fucking Fjorm to Legendary Ike, or maybe not even do that, because Legendary Ike blows until you get some fixes. So for the time being, we have no choice but to accept our Lord and Savior Fjorm, and if you have a few extra copies, which I might or might not, because I'm a bad guy who tries to plus 10 Claire. And let me tell you something, I didn't even plus 10 Claire, if I recall correctly, until like after I plus 10 a certain few characters. So I think after I plus 10 Harden, I started getting really close to plus 10ing Claire. I don't remember. I have to look at that video again. But I definitely did some bad things on that during that time. In any case, Fjorm is much better father. You have extra copies. That's great. In fact, if you got the free Fjorm, that probably makes it easier, because what the fuck are you going to use her for anymore? Anyway, because I remember there used to be these events, these you know how like when you finish like Grand Hero Battles reruns, they have like these things where, oh yeah, you gotta have Fjorm kill a colorless unit. But that's no longer the case. I don't remember seeing those quests anymore. I think they've been replaced by Sharina instead. So, yeah, you don't really need that Fjorm as much as you used to. But I suppose Fjorm does come in a rotation for Aether Raids. Does she come on a rotation for Arena now? I kind of don't remember. I kind of vaguely don't remember. No, wait. I think she occupies the other slot now, along with the other legendary heroes. But there's also a chance. There's also a chance that the ones in the remixes, they do not get rotations anymore because they're shit now. They get relegated to a shitty banner and tossed away like the garbage that they are. Well, Fjorm at least have some decent fodder, but Legendary Ike is fucked. I hope to God that they will see mercy for these two and give them justice. In any case, let's see. So yeah, these guys need justice. 6%. Oh, big fucking deal. Next and final part of this is this 4% rate thing where all of a sudden I summoned a 4-star, but no, wait, it's actually 5. Katarina sucks now, by the way, because there's like a million better refines, and then you have to get to see some arts and shit like that. So yeah, this is pretty much it. So in other words, you have a separate 4-star special rate that does not affect your 5 stars, so it doesn't pity break your 5 stars, and that's kind of cute, I guess. Let's see. 3%. Starts probably. It'd be kind of nice if they show me where it starts, but I think around 3% is probably when it starts. And since it doesn't pity break your 5 stars, it might change the rate of 4 and 3 stars a bit. Because then you still have your 4-star focus. Interesting. Well, in any case, it's probably a good thing to see those guys. Those are good surprises. Let's see. A problem is that most of them are kind of shitty.
Won't be reduced.
Let's go from the list. Let's see. This is shit now. This is shit now. This needs to refine. Maybe it won't be shit. Needs to refine. Distant counter. Hinoka is okay. Yeah. This is close counter. Dark Overlord Elise. Okay. Well, at least most of these guys have their Resplendent. So that's cool. Resplendent. If you actually bother to get the Resplendents anyway. That'll give them a more serviceable edge. But they're still kind of crap. Let me go and hide myself again so I can show you the other list on this. This is kind of crap. Julia. Brain damage here. Sanaki. I'm so glad I didn't want plus 10 my Sanaki because I have a lot from a previous banner. I don't know why I have so many of them, but I have a lot of them. I should, do the whole tour of my barracks, and then I can show you what kind of horribleness has happened. Owen, she did get a Resplendent. Eldigan. Now, if you were to build Vampire Eldigan, there's a good reason to, without spending too much money. I hope. You have to come as accidents, though. And let me tell you, as accidents go, there's a lot of red competitions. Xiaodun Ninian. Well, if you ever wanted plus 10 Ninian, that's always good. Ninian has a lot of HP. Ninian can do Sudden Panic quite handily. Ninian can give Infantry Pulse quite handily. Do not underestimate Ninian. She dances, but she provides all kinds of debuffs and fun stuff as well that only high HP people can provide. Xiaodun, I think he needs a bit more than Refine. A Resplendent would help, but I think he needs more than that. I think what he needs is a new and unique skill that scales off of HP more than just Vengeance and shit like that. That would help a bit. Is always good. You can use your Quadra Lions. It's a little outdated and it doesn't serve you too well in the Aether Raids, but he's still good. Fei is, well, a unit I built for fun. She's good. Still good, I think, honestly. So bad. She did get a pretty good refine. There's Ike, gets a refine, but he's not that great. Useless Path! Well, at least Useless Path has a nice refine that makes other people useless
that are
now.
Available to be summoned this way are the 5-star new heroes that appear.
Stop. Okay, Celica is good. Sheep Path, unfortunately, refined kind of blows, but you know what? You can plus 10 a healer with a high amount of attack easier now, and if not, you can get fucking Raffle Staff at 4 stars, so that's not a bad. This guy's just a waste. Poor Katarina. Early and early, just like Takumi. That is what brought her down. I actually like Katarina, so this is kind of unfortunate. Vampire! Vampire. I want to plus 10 her for some time, but only as a pet project, so certainly spending money is out of the question. Pet projects is there for fun. And, well, her weapon refine is kind of shit! I mean, it's not so shitty that it's unusable, but it certainly is unoriginal, and it needed something cool about it. But at least she's now a vampire fairy. I have no idea why they chose that. That's what she is now. Gray is, whatever. Look, yar! Saber. Saber at least has a cool weapon refine. I like that one. If he gets a resplendent, even better. Maybe he'll wear 2 eye patches, 1 on each eye. Great. Meanwhile, Sonya. Sonya's good. Sonya's great. I like that refine. Mainly because having pre-charge on a tome unit is a far scarier thing than on someone like Legendary Ike. Sit on his ass, take a hit first. Unleashes Aether that may or may not kill. Tomes tend to be the ones that do a lot of fucking damage. That's one's not bad. Of course, there are much better choices than Sonya, but Sonya is not a bad character. That refine is pretty good. Blanino! And this guy. Anus! What does Anus provide? He provides Fortress Res and Cancel Affinity. I remember now. Cancel Affinity and Fortress Res. Shit! I feel so bad for Anus. Blanino. Well, at least Blanino can give you Armor March. That's always going to be relevant. I remember the days when Blanino was actually a very good character, mainly because she has the highest BST in the entire game. Gives you good arena ratings. Now, garbage, even with the refine. Tana, and out of fucking nowhere, bike. You plus 10 bike, you're in a good spot. So plus 10 bike, plus 10 bike, plus 10 bike. The strongest unit in the entire game. I'm not shitting you. This is the best unit in the entire game. I've shown time and again why bike is the strongest unit in the entire game. And those of you who don't believe me, you know what? You need to go get your head checked. See a doctor. I recommend Dr. Sakura. Poor guy. His dad destroyed him. His dad slapped him out of the way, but now he's 4 stars, so maybe he'll be easier to merge. Maybe then, maybe he could get to plus 10 at some point in your life. Maybe he'll actually see some use. But probably not. Probably not, because Ellie Wood has a Resplendent as well and has extra stats. So Brave Roy can just go straight to hell until he gets a Resplendent or something to make him stronger. But otherwise, he can go straight to hell. He doesn't do you anything. This used to be one of the strongest units in the entire game. But now, unfortunately, we have a lot of bocavs now. A lot of shitty other Mongolians. Still, she holds the test of time, mainly because of her fucking B skill, which completely ignores counterattacks. So, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they made that skill, but it made her so powerful that she's still relevant today because of it. And then there's Lucina, who would not have become relevant if it's not for her refine, but now that she has her refine, she's now the best support in the entire game. Elincia. Poor Elincia. But she's actually not that poor. She's actually pretty decent still with her Amidi. There's a lot of better choices now, like Altina and friends, but at least this one can quad, and at least this one can use a gale force and fly all over the place. You know, this when I played shit, not Emblem Legends. What the fuck is that? Hero Emblem. No, wait, I don't even remember. No. Shit, I don't remember what the fucking name of that stupid game was called anymore. It was Glory Emblem. There we go. Glory Emblem. When I played Glory Emblem, Elincia carried me. These shitty maps are really hard. Carried me. That is how I became number one in the entire server of maybe like 100 or something, maybe a little more if I'm lucky, maybe 1,000. That's how I become number one because Elincia doubles, then quads, then gets her Gale Force, and then she flies away, hits another guy, clear out the map for me. There's no dancers in there, so I have to use reposition, and I basically just take turns chopping people up, chopping and chopping and chopping, and Elincia clears the map. Elincia is one of the best offensive unit in Glory Emblem, and she holds out in Gen 2, as I suspected. Back in Gen 2, having Elincia maxed out is a great thing. But unfortunately, the times have changed, and Elincia is pretty much garble now. Fucking legendary, fucking dual Lin and Florina. They will forever change the face of flying Gale Force units. Forever. This one, Buckethead, is okay now. She used to be okay, but now she's okay. Sigurd. This asshole. I actually summoned one era by accident at one point now. I remember I was summoning on a random banner, ended up getting that thing. That was kind of interesting. And then there's, okay. There's Deirdre, there's Dorcas, Loot. I saw a pretty deplorable sight. I saw a plus 10 Mia who came to fight me in Aether Raids. I should showcase her later. She's actually pretty scary. I crushed her, but she's still pretty scary. Interesting, too. And Sigbird, huh? Sigbird. Poor Sigbird. I sacrificed him for attack tactics. I think I'm going to regret that down the line when he gets a good refine.
Appeared in the game up until August of 2018, shown here.
Okay, alright. Celgius is good. I'm going to get some Celgius. Upgraded fucking Burger King is always good. Okay, alright, fine. Mikaya's standard is actually pretty good now because of fine. Dragonino has a really good refine, okay. Supposedly refine makes you a pretty decent cavalry mage. Cavalry mage is a dime a dozen, but still pretty good. Okay, alright. Brain damage Celica, that could actually be very good. Brain damage Celica has a lot of crazy stats. War Dragon, Stalin, Joseph Harden. I suppose Crom has a pretty decent refine now. What am I going to do with you? Morgan Freeman, what am I going to do? And then there's that Reinhardt refine. I would be pretty decent with this. Owen got a refine as well. Leaf. Now I don't feel so bad I didn't go through the whole forms. Got his whole forms thing. But even then, do I really like Leaf? I probably don't. There's so many sword characters that I don't. They need to have something a little more unique than being able to do 7 extra damage. That's the same thing that goes with Carla. Homeless Celica, though, could be an interesting pick. Homeless Celica. Oh, and I want to plus 10 this. Oh, yes. Maribel. I want to plus 10 Maribel so bad. Maribel is like one of the characters I need to plus 10. I don't know how likely I'm going to be able to do it. I'm not too sure. Lean Cuisine, okay. Oh, you. Ishtar. Ishtar, I remember to be a very powerful unit in the Glory Emblem as well. I remind you, Glory Emblem only goes up to Gen 2, but it really exemplifies how good the units are at the time. Ishtar is one of the strongest units in the game, along with Elincia. Though they didn't end up releasing the other Gen 2s, I would say it was that Dragonino was on her way out, and there was City Mongolian Lin. Ugh, God, City Mongolian Lin, if she had came out, would have dominated the game so hard it wouldn't even be funny. Flying Nino. I like to see what her refine is, but usable. Otherwise, but homeless Celica proves to be deadly.
I bet you're used to seeing them in.
And then there's this piece of shit. This piece of shit. At least you don't have to spend money for this piece of shit anymore. The piece of shit is here. Fucking Hector, you piece of shit. Gets 6 fucking refines, and all of a sudden he's like the strongest units in the like he removes your armor weakness and shit like that. The only thing that he now has as a weakness is his resistance. If he didn't have that as an Achilles heel, he would literally just be unstoppable. Luckily for us, he does not have any access to shit that has damage reductions like Dragon Wall. He doesn't have any. Gives him like speed advantages. He does get to negate your follow-ups. He does get to do this. He does get to do that. But if you give him no follow-up, he gets to eat shit. So Vector is a good, very solid unit. I would rate him at tier 1. But honestly, I think he has some Achilles heel that might make him tier 2 in my mind. I say he's a tier 1 character, but in my mind he's probably a tier 2. Mainly because of those weaknesses. I fought him a large number of times in Aether Raids. Let me tell you, Vector gets fucked! I destroy him easily. Whereas there are some things that I have some problems with. Vector, I can kick his ass, no problem. But he's still a very solid unit, one of the best units in the game. Too many advantages to name. He just has his resistance as his weakness. But if he can shake it off somehow, if you were to build him to counter that weakness, and I'm sure there's plenty of fodders to do so, like attack res unity, for example. If only Legendary Ike has it, for example. Maybe. Because I sure as hell am not going to sacrifice my Christmas Sanaki and Altina for that shit. That's not going to happen. Because that's a much better unit. That's a solid unit. That's a solid tier 1 unit. Vector, he's okay. He's tier 1, but not solid tier 1. Of course, then we have Veronica, that is very good. And we have Pal. Ephraim is very good. But compared to Vector is kind of unfair. Still, they're very good units. Having them is fine. 4 stars is in a good spot now. But you know what? I hear people talk about, oh yeah, now you can get plus 10 Hector so easily now. Let me remind you that you have to go through characters like this in order to get anywhere. Okay? You have to get past characters like this. Get past characters like this. Get this. There's a large number of opponents they have to go through in order for you to even get your Vector. But that's okay. At least now you don't have to spend money on it, or at least as much money as you would have normally if you had been 5-star. But maybe a focus banner probably would have been better if you want a plus 10 him. But at least now you have a much better shot at accidentally getting one. At least it's better than these fucking red ones. The red ones are just fucked. Man, the red ones are fucked. Colorless, you at least can get some decent units. Colorless, you get this, you get this. Anus, it kind of sucks, but that's okay. City Mongolian Lin, Veronica. Yeah, I think colorless is actually the best color for this. Oh my god. Damn, dude. Colorless has some... Look at this. Flying Hinoka. Colorless actually is the best for this. Damn, dude. Colorless has so few options that they have no choice but to give you the good units. That's actually pretty deplorable. And this will happen here in this Hero Fest. So I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Bad Boy Orbs again to summon for some Xian Hitlers. And when I get some Xian Hitlers, perhaps I can get some other fun colorless stuff. Now we're going to go back to Say. Let me tell you, the number 4 is very unlucky in Chinese. So all these 4s that I'm seeing, like the 4s for rewards and shit like that, they're evil. They're wrong. Where are the 4s again? The 4... 4. This is a very bad luck. Say. It's telling you to die. Die. This cake tells you to die repeatedly. Die. 4. Look at that fucking Alphonse and Sharina tells you to die. 4. Say. Yeah, we're all telling you to die. 4. Say. Oh, then there's Grima, who's most certainly wants you to die. Say, oh, but God, Grima does it in a special way with double peace sign, tells you to die. And then there's Corin tells you to die, and there are these good guys telling you to die, and of course Michael Jackson telling you to die, 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 die. Oh, and then there's Freya, who most certainly wants you to die. And then, of course, we have this beautiful work of art that looks like it belongs into a movie, telling you to all die. And that's about it for the wonderful discussion of our FEH channel. I hope that you all have a fun and unusual time listening to me ranting about this garbage. I think that others probably will do a better job than me because I tend to go on ramble off tangent. But hopefully, these information that I provided might be entertaining. You might have learned something from this. And that's about it. I thank you all for watching. Until next time.